Hi guys, so I think I made a video about a week ago, and it was just a little stop motion adventure thing that we just did for fun. But there's just some things I want to talk about, so this is what that video is. First off, as you might have noticed, I did my hair. It's supposed to be like a sunset ombre kind of thing. I quite like it. Tell me your opinions in the comments. But, so quarantine has been going on for 4 months. That's longer than summer break. So that's great. My phone broke. Like, it didn't break in half or anything, but like it just turned off and wouldn't turn back on again, even after days of charging. So I think it's probably the black screen of death, whatever that is, which when you try and troubleshoot anything, it usually, one of the options comes up to be that, and it's kind of scary. Same thing happened to my iPad, not my iPad, but just the family's iPad, about a year ago, I think. Luckily for me, I have my computer, which has all the stuff I used to do on my phone, except texting, because I don't have an Apple, I have a Windows, and that doesn't have Apple texting, which is what I used to use. So I use my mom's phone. We're looking for either a very cheap phone, or we may use a family member's old phone just so I can text people, because I always have to borrow my mom's phone if I ever want to text my friends, ever, because we share the same phone number. So, yeah. Wanted to say that. But, so, here's another idea. Recently, in quarantine, it's just been really boring. Partly because my mom has a job that, and I'm not complaining about this, I'm very happy, but she works on a call for like maybe 8 hours a day, sometimes less. So we just kind of sit around and do things. I'm actually in the middle of a online camp with the middle schools in my area, and they, like, there's so many different things. I signed up. Basically, you have a chart, and then you say what your favorites are, and then if you say, like, you order them, then some of them have, like, if you put this in your top 3, then you get to be in it. And it signed me up for about 10. So I have at least 2 things every day. Some of them 3, except Friday, because things aren't Friday. So that's a pretty good way to take time. The main thing is probably MUN, Model UN, Model United Nations, where we basically debate as countries and talk about, like, ongoing problems and stuff. It's pretty fun. I'm doing this with my glasses so much. I don't know why. I'm doing art, too, and some creative writing. Those are some of the camps. It's thundering out there. So, sorry if you hear any of that. But, yeah, I would try and see if your school, if anyone around you is doing anything like an online camp, to join it. I wouldn't recommend doing a camp in person, because I feel like it's just not a great idea. Yeah. So, one thing that I have been doing, we've only done this twice, we're planning to do it again the 15th. Me and my friends, which is only about like 3 people, sometimes just 2, we go to like a park or sit around a fire outside. We make sure it's outside. And we all, bring like our food and stuff and just talk in person, but all 6 feet away, all usually wearing masks and stuff, and we're all hand sanitizer, safe, all that stuff. But it is just kind of nice to look at them and see them in person and talk with them other than on FaceTime or in text. So that's nice. It's also just a fun thing you can do. And you can even, like, walk somewhere without your parent if you would like. If your parent's okay with that. Don't go if they're not. But if your parents okay with that, you could just take a walk to a park and meet up with 1 to 3 friends, say hi, talk a little bit, maybe eat a picnic of your own. Like, you would each have your own blankets and food and stuff. Yeah, it's just kind of fun, and it's also just bringing off the whole, like, oh my gosh, freaking out. Oh, my shirt's broken. And you get to see people, so that's always nice. That's cool. As I said a few videos ago, I just graduated 6th grade, and I'm going into 7th. And where I live, that's from graduating from elementary to middle, and we have the option of either going digitally or going in person 2 days a week for a set amount of time, all 6 feet apart, all the safety and stuff. I really want to go in person, but we just don't know. They haven't given us very much information, and we just don't know. So, but I understand the safety risks, so hopefully it'll be fine with that, whichever one my parents and me choose. I've just been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Recently, I'm very much into Safiya Nygaard. Simply Nailogical is also pretty great. I have a few other favorites. I really like, as an educational channel, Minute Earth. They're really cool. Yeah, I've also been watching a lot of animation channels, like Jan Animations, The Odd Ones Out, Cypherden, Tabs, Tim Tom, Domix, and Ginger Pale, like all that whole group, and Illumations. I've been watching all of them recently, rewatching some of their videos. Yeah, I, just watching a lot of YouTube, Netflix, playing games on my computer. We did this thing where we found this online, but we changed it to our liking, where basically you have sticks, and then you, each stick has a number and a color for a category, and a number for the thing, and you can make a chart with, like, what number means each thing, and then you pull a stick, and then whatever number's on the stick, you look on the chart, and that's what activity you do. So we've been making recipes from that, doing water activities. It's just fun to be like, oh, let's pull a stick, if we want to. Another thing we've been doing is we make a chore chart, and then we bid on chores, starting with 10 points. Like, someone, if they want washing the dishes, they can say 10 points. Then the other person can say 9, and then you keep going until someone's like, okay, fine, you can have it. So you start from the highest and go to the lowest, because you don't want to keep on going up, because then you're just gonna, whoever goes second is always gonna get it, because you want to keep going up and getting more points. No. You go from the top to down. And right now, I think we're gonna do it where each point is worth a cent. We may change that to 2 cents, because right now, over like 3 weeks, we've only earned $3 from doing maybe 15 chores we have chores daily, and then we have chores Mondays are bathroom days, so we do all the chores for the bathroom, and then some things like dishes are daily. So yeah, I think we may want to earn more than $3 for doing that many chores each week. And I'm not saying that we want to be greedy, but just we may try and do that, because yeah, that was cool. One thing I've also been doing, I can come and show you, is we actually redecorated we call it a classroom, but it's basically a playroom area. Sorry if you hear the air conditioning. It's very, very loud. But we basically redecorated this whole area One part was my school desk area. I don't know if you can see it. It has a plate. Don't mind the plate. Don't mind the plate. And then one area is my sort of art area. That's my workbook. We've been doing workbooks. My sort of art area where I just do art, and I usually hang out most in. It is very hot in here though, so I can't spend that long without just getting tired of the heat. Yeah. But one thing recently that I've been doing very artsy, or not very artsy, but just for art, is I've been decorating squishies. So a while back for my birthday, I got these just white squishies. Like, they were common designs, but they were white, like all white, so you could decorate them however you wanted. And they didn't come with like those stupid markers or whatever. They act like you just had to supply your own fabric paint, I guess. And I've been decorating some of those. I can show them to you now. This is the first one. It's kind of a rainbow, but it mostly goes like magenta, kind of a mango orange, kind of a pale yellow, a teal blue color, and then a very, very dark purpley blue. So it's not really rainbow, but it's kind of rainbow. Yeah, it has a black glittery horn. That's that one. This is another one. I feel like it has sort of a sunset color scheme, but it could also be kind of Thanksgiving-y, I guess. This one I made this color scheme because I wanted warm colors. Because another one I did cool colors. See, greens and purples and stuff. This one has like an iridescent horn. This one's, yeah. This is the face I did for that one. This one's the exact same type of squishy, but I did a different design on it. I did these colors. They're kind of pale, but whatever. The blush is very strong, but that's okay. That one kind of got messed up. Don't look at that. Those are the eyes and stuff. And this one's like a silver horn. This one I like, relatively. And it from a kit, I did Anna, squish, squish, Olaf, and Elsa. So yeah, that's that. I think I only have one more left to do, and I've already started on it, but I haven't completed it. It's this one. See, I've already done like the cake parts. I actually attempted that one. Sorry for the light, it's annoying. I actually attempted that one a while back, but it looked like it had texture. And then immediately when I was done with it and I let it all dry, all the paint peeled off. So that's why you can kind of see little splotches of other paint on it. So I'm going to redecorate it. I poked little holes in it, very little holes, all over it, so the paint could actually stick. And then I'm going to set you down. Hopefully you stay up. Cool. So one of my favorite YouTubers, I didn't mention her before, but one of my favorite YouTubers is called Mariah Elizabeth, and she does squishy makeovers, right? So, if you know her. So, sorry for all this noise from the crinkling paper and frickin' air conditioning. It's just really hot. So, I decided on this giant piece of paper that I taped together from many other different pieces of paper, took 6. I drew all of her squishy makeovers. All of them. And you can see how I started to color some of them. The green on one of them is unintentional. It's just paint I got on it. But I'm just gonna add more like in these little spaces. And if it gets too extreme, I'm gonna add more paper, I guess. But, yeah, that's that. It has every single one of her squishies, and one squishy ghost. It doesn't really have any other of her designs. It doesn't have, like, her pins or, many other her designs. So, yeah. I still have to color it, though it does kind of look cool in black and white. But, yeah, that's that. One other thing I've been doing is I had these little books laying around. They were just, I think, 12-page books. They were blank, and you could just draw stuff in them. I've decided to make, like, informational kind of nonfiction books. And, like, so one of them I did is, like, reptiles. One of them is going to be mythical creatures. I have 4, I think. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with the other ones. But yeah, that's just a cool thing I've been doing. We also made, I'm going to pick you up again, these, I don't know if you can see them, but they're these, we painted coffee filters and then added black pieces of paper to them to make them like little sun catchers. There's my cat one that I made. I have one more in my room, but it's just basically sunset colors with a dolphin on it. Yeah, I've been painting some more stuff with some paints I got. But that's just kind of what I've been doing to keep busy in quarantine. I haven't gone out much except for the 3 little meetups with my friends, which were pretty fun, and I if you're parents and you are okay with it, I would suggest you doing. It's really fun. But yeah, so far that's how things have been going. So sorry for the light, it's annoying. Yeah, so hope you liked the video. If you did, like, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Bye!